Welcome to the channel. Welcome to Banter in the Box, episode 98. This is your game week 22 review. And after all the excitement generated last week by Neil Hatch's historic transfer that took him from 17th to top, I thought this week would be a quiet one by comparison, and it certainly was. Just two managers going into the transfer market this week, neither of them playing tactical gambits. Excuse me. In this week's Banter in the Box, I have got your game week 22 winners and losers. 4 winners who all pick up a manager of the season point, and 4 losers who all lose a manager of the season point where they had them. I've also got not one but 2 quotes of the week. So much was said on the Family Fantasy Football League Facebook group and in emails and text messages to me, commenting on the Hatch United transfer genius, masterstroke, cheating. Lots of people had different views, and I've picked out the best 2 of all of that noise and banter. It was fantastic. And I've got a manager of the season update. It was last week's Who the Fuck Is That was worth 2 manager of the season points. No less than 6 managers had a guess this week. Suddenly the race to become manager of the season is hotting up. And I'll be revealing whether any of those 6 guesses were correct. So your game week 22 winners, take a bow. Pez United manager Ryan Perrin climbed 1 place to 25th this week. And 25th is the highest that Ryan has been since game week 5. Take a bow also Never the Boys manager Jack Hoxby. Jack climbed 2 places to 26th in the table, and that is a season high for Jack Hoxby. You have to go back to the 28th of May for the last time Jack was as high as 26th in the table. Take a bow also Sash Hammers FC manager Wayne Robinson. He climbed to 2 places up to 5th in the table, just outside those prize money places. You have to go back to the 29th of October 2021 for the last time that Wayne was as high as 5th in the Family Fantasy Football League table. But for the second week running, take a bow debut manager on the buses Sarah Goodwin. Sarah climbed another place up to 14th with a second weekly win of the season, and it was a second consecutive weekly win. And in this her debut season, 14th is Sarah's highest ever position in the Family Fantasy Football League. 1 manager of the season point to all of those guys and girl. Your game week 22 losers, hide your head in shame. Benny United manager Mark Benwell having a season to forget, down another place to 12th. You have to go back to game week 3 for the last time Benny was as low as 12th in the table. Hide your head in shame also Coldplay United manager Martin Maloney, the joint biggest fallers this week, down 3 places to 28th, just above the relegation zone. And you have to go back to the 24th of September 2021 for the last time Martin was as low as 28th in the table. Hide your head in shame also Abs FC manager H, debut manager, and like a lot of debut managers, he's starting to find the first season in the Family Fantasy Football League a struggle. He fell 2 places down to 18th in the table, and in this, his debut season, 18th is the lowest that H has ever been. And hide your head in shame Clockhouse Rangers manager great Uncle George, who stayed rooted to the bottom of the Family Fantasy Football League, registering the lowest score of the week, a -3. Not looking good for George. Nailed on to get that wooden spoon unless he makes some transfers, and pretty fast. Where they had them, 1 manager of the season point lost. Now, quotes of the week. So there was so much comment around Hatch United's jump from 17th to 1st. Sarah Louise just said a simple well done Hatch. Alexi Lagos said, as an FFFL purist, I'm not sure how I feel about this. Jordan Williams used a Jose Mourinho emoji to indicate that he was nonplussed by the whole affair, and then started having a little Facebook row with Sarah Louise over it. Hatch United said he thought it was a great use of tactical gambits, and it was certainly that. Mops Hoxby said that was mystified by it all, but just wanted to point out that whatever was said, she was supporting Alexi 100%. later revealing that she didn't actually know what purist meant. Simon Oxby used my favourite quote of all: rules are rules. That's absolutely right, bruv. Neil did nothing against any of the rules in the Family Fantasy Football League. Stephen Holmes called it an historic masterstroke. And it was certainly that. But my favourite two quotes from all of the quotes, the first one came from debut manager Niall Ponsford, Antonio Conte's Barmy Army. Niall was affected more than anyone by Neil's transfer masterstroke because it meant he lost his top spot. But Niall reacted in exactly the right way. After the Hatch drama, just want to say I welcome the challenge. Game on. Well done you, Niall. And Legends 23 managers Keith Saunders gave my favourite quote of the week. He summed it up perfectly when he said, "Shall we see at the end of the season whether the Hatchet Man has made a wise decision?" The Hatchet Man, I love it. That's Neil's new nickname. His team is not made up of many players who play for teams who are likely to be playing for honours. That's true. He has not left himself any wriggle room to make any more transfers. That's also true, Keith. Neil has played a tactical masterstroke, as Steve Holmes put it, but it is also a massive gamble. If it pays off, he'll be a genius and he'll become the first manager ever to win 5 Family Fantasy Football League titles. But if it doesn't come off, well, he's going to slip down the table. He's still very, very close at the top of the table, and there is still a long way to go. Nothing is decided yet, guys. It's early February, and it's really earlier than that because there are so many more games to go because we stopped for 5 weeks while the World Cup happened. So, anyway, 1 point, 1 manager of the season point to Niall Ponsford, 1 manager of the season point to Keith Simons. Who the fuck is that? That was a picture of 2 current Family Fantasy Football League managers for 2 manager of the season points. You had to tell me which 2 managers they were. You didn't get a point for getting one of them right. You had to get both right. No less than 6 managers had a go at this. Benny United manager Mark Benwell thought that was a picture of Foxborough Foxes manager Charlotte Williams, and Luck, Where's the K, manager of Wanvaron FC. Mops, Hoxby, Neil Hatch and Sarah Goodwin all guessed that it was a picture of Megan Hoxlade Chamberlain manager Megan Hoxby and Never the Boys manager Jack Hoxby. The Big Knobs manager Simon bucked a trend. He had a different guess this week from his partner Sarah. Simon thought it was a picture of Megan Hoxlade Chamberlain, Megan Hoxby, and Greece Lightning manager Alexi Lagos. And Greece Lightning manager Alexi Lagos thought that it was a picture of Megan Hoxlade Chamberlain manager Megan Hoxby and Wanvaron FC managers Luck, Where's the K, Williams. So that's 5 guesses for Megan, 3 guesses for Jack, 2 guesses for Luck, Where's the K, Williams, 1 guess for Charlotte Williams and 1 guess for Alexi Lagos. And I can reveal that one of those answers was correct. It was indeed a picture of Megan Hoxlade Chamberlain manager Megan Hoxby and Wanvaron FC manager Luck, Where's the K, Williams. So 2 manager of the season points to Alexi Lagos, which means the manager of the season table looks like this, or the top half of it does anyway. There's lots of activity going on down the bottom half of the manager of the season table. Debut manager Niall Ponsford climbs up to joint 16th and into the top half of the table. Wayne Robinson goes clear in 15th spot for being a game week 22 winner. Mark Benwell drops for joint 8th for being a game week 22 loser. Ryan Perring goes joint 5th for being a game week 22 winner. Keith Simons joins Ryan in joint 5th for getting a point for being the quote of the week. Alexi Lagos goes clear 4th for getting 2 points for getting the Who the Fuck Is That right. Sarah Goodwin has gone clear 2nd for being a game week 22 winner, but it's still the Big Knobs manager Simon Hoxby 13 points clear at the top of the manager of the season table, but there is still a long way to go. And this week, apart from giving me banter, and it has to be quality banter, Sarah, apart from giving me banter or quotes of the week, dirt on other managers. There's all ways of earning manager of the season points there. You'll earn 3 manager of the season points if you can answer the who the fuck is that question. There are 3 current Family Fantasy Football League managers pictured there, but you have to get all 3 right to get the 3 points. You don't get 1 point if you get one of them right. You don't get 2 points if you get 2 of them right. You get nothing for getting one of them right. You get nothing for getting 2 of them right, but you'll get 3 points if you get all 3 current Family Fantasy Football League managers pictured there. That's it for episode 98 of Banter in the Box. We'll be back next week, maybe slightly later than normal, but we'll be back next week for episode 99. Remember, only 1 guest per week per manager. Until then, take care all. Bye bye.